First and foremost, before we get started, I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekah Kwadash, and to all the still those great millstone, while it's truth, and also to those elect that scattered abroad. I like to say, Shalom. Come back here today with another great, powerful lesson, the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And the title of today's lesson is Watchman Report, U.S. Authorized Biometric Camps in Gaza Strip. So I like to say Shalom to all our listeners. Hope to sweep you today and guide you back in the path of righteousness and back to your true power, which in fact is Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. So before we start today's lesson, I have a quick news article here by X, formerly known as Twitter. And it reads, it said, U.S. authorized CIA mercenary to run biometric concentration camps in Gaza Strip. Let's get a little bit more. A private intelligence corporation billed as Uber for war zones is preparing to create what Israel hopes will be the model for supplanting Hamas rule in Gaza. Let's get a little bit more. It says here, the Biden administration has approved the deployment of 1,000 CIA-trained private mercenaries as part of a joint U.S.-Israeli plan to turn Gaza apocalyptic rubber escape into a high-tech dystonia. It says here, it says, starting with Al-Altara, a village in the northwestern Gaza Strip, the plan calls to build what the Israeli daily Ynet calls humanitarian bubbles. Said running the remains of turning the remains of villages and neighborhoods into tiny concentration camps, said cut off from their inversion and surrounded and controlled by mercenaries. So, man, we seeing right here that this is kind of like what's going on in North Carolina over there in Asheville. You already know that, they had that hurricane that came through there. So we already know this is like what you call a land grab. So we're seeing right now they forced a lot of those peoples out of the Gaza Strip. And now they're saying that they're getting ready to set up these biometric concentration camps in Gaza Strip. So we already know what this is all about. So we know what happened in Asheville, whereby, they have a lot of what you call resources, minerals and different things up. Like they have that what you call lithium, and also they have that quartz up there. And also there's a lot of minerals and resources in the Gaza Strip. They say there's a whole lot of oil that is there. So we seeing right now how this is going. We're not ignorant of Satan's device. So we know right now this man is constantly devising all sorts of things. He's setting up this new system, and it's going to be dealing with your what? Biometrics, your digital IDs. And also there's already rumors of what went on in Afghanistan when they left all that equipment over there. Now they're saying that they're getting ready to use biometrics on their soldiers over there to find out who is who. So this is all about control. This is all about this NWO. So we coming upon these times. So right here, not putting these things in the news. It said U.S. authorized CIA mercenaries to run biometric concentration camps in Gaza Strip. So that'll run a lot of these people out. These people are displaced, don't have a home. And a lot of these people, I think they forced a lot of them into, I think, Egypt, I think. And one thing about it, so they're not planning. They trying to take over this land, which in fact is by the Palestinian, so they're going back and forth. Neither one of them don't belong there, but, the Lord is letting it, this is the Lord's plan, he's devising, so we already know that this is right here is going to cause all sorts of chaos, all sorts of a declaration of war. So war already has begun. So we seeing right now that they constantly, they moving people's out, they call some type of disaster. Also, they come in there and said that this is a war-torn country, and we're not letting these peoples come back in there. And also, this is setting up the stage for what? Smart cities, 15-minute cities. Also what? These are concentration camp, what? Chipping station, biometrics, so your biometrics is going to be dealing with face recognition, your palm reading, eye retina scan, what is social credit score. We already know what happened over there in China. It's getting ready to come to America. And also, we seeing what's happening in Cuba. So these things are constantly picking up left and right. So this man is constantly moving in warp speed because what? He knowing that his time is very short. We telling you that the devil is getting ready to come down with great wrath. When one thing about it, we seeing that he's trying to get that advantage. Man, this is something else. There's a lot of good things in there, but we don't want to go too much of it because of YouTube guideline. So right here, they putting it, a lot of these articles, they're not putting in the news, they're not putting in the social media sites, certain things you got to dig for. So let's get a little bit more. Let's read this part here. It said the plan approved by the White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan calls for the Israeli military to clear out pockets of the Palestinian resistance, which it has failed to achieve, demonstrated by the recent killing of Israeli Colonel Inhas Daka. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Said the highest ranking officer to lose his life in the years-long war. Let's see what else he got here. It said 48 hours after stamping out resistance, they plan to erect separation walls around the neighborhood, forcing its residents and no one else to enter and exit, using biometric identification. Under the CIA contractors' control, those who do not accept the biometric regime would be refused humanitarian aid. So, man, we already know this sounds just like what Revelation chapter 13. You will not be able to buy or sell unless you have this implant, this imprint. It's going to be dealing with biometrics. It's going to be dealing with your digital ID. And also it made me think about 2 chapter 15. It said, well, a man shall desire to go into a city and will not be able because of these smart cities, these FEMA camps, these concentration camps, these quarantine camps. And one thing about it, they constantly setting these things up right in front of your eyes. So right now this looks just like a land grab. And also I think the governor of North Carolina, he was saying that that these people, they don't need to go back in this disaster zone, and they're getting ready to offer them money for their land. So, hey, man, we're not ignorant of Satan's advice. So we're seeing this man is rolling these things out right before our eyes. We're not going to read anymore, but if you get a chance, go and look up this article. It's on X, formerly known as Twitter. It's a U.S. authorized CIA mercenaries to run biometric concentration camps in Gaza Strip. So anyone that refuse to get this biometric or this imprint, we'll put it like that, this pretty much going to lead to the grain of rice. They're setting the stage for this new world order. We seeing it happening right before this new digital society, which in fact, it's getting ready to come to a cashless society. So it's going to be digital, programmable, also implantable. So they're setting the stage. So it's already started right here. Why is the CIA in collaboration with the Israeli military? So they're already together. The least of the flock shall draw them out. So the men of the Lord, that's why the Lord has set up Watchmen. When you go to Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17, it tell you, he set up watchmen to warn you of all these impending days, what this devil is doing left and right. And also the Lord is making Esau bear. So now let's get a quick precept. Let's get two quick precepts. Let's go here first to the blue letter. Let's go here to the blue letter, and we'll start here, 2 chapter 2 and verse 11. It said, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So one thing about it is that who is the physical counterpart of Satan? That is what the so-called white man, not white, red, the devil that the Bible speaks of, so we knowing that he's trying to get that advantage. What advantage he trying to get? total control. He's the man of the what? A vain thing. He wants to be like the what? The Most High. And one thing about it, he will not, his hands will not be able to perform his enterprise. That's that advantage that he's trying to get, trying to bring forth this dictatorship, totalitarian law, and also these unrighteous decrees, But one thing about it, that man, he have bounds that he cannot pass. And one thing about it, the Lord is getting ready to take him out of the way. And it says here, for we are not ignorant. Who is not ignorant? Those are what are the men of the Lord, the one that have the eyes said, the one that can foresee the evil that is coming. We already know that what this man is coming with. And also the Lord, it's already been prophesied, what this man is going to try to do. And one thing about it, that he's getting ready to show who he really is, his true color, the devil that the Bible speaks of, so we're not ignorant of his devices, of his plans, of his agenda, what he's trying to roll out right before your eyes, and one thing about it, look up Project 25, also many others, a lot of things that they're getting ready to do, Operation Lockstep. There's a lot of them that they're trying to put into play. Martial law, they can call martial law at any given time. Where a man shall desire to go in the city shall not be able. So that's what they're doing right now. Locking it down. Also, a smart city. These so-called concentration camps. So it's going to be dealing with your surveillance, monitoring, analysis, reporting, and technology. So that's what the acronym of SMART mean, and that's run over it once again. So that acronym of SMART, it means surveillance. So they're gonna have you under surveillance 24 hours. Knowing your whereabouts. You're gonna be dealing, with your digital ID. You're gonna have your health records on there. Your medical history, your banking history, your everything about you will be on that biometric, also that grain of rice monitoring. They're going to be monitoring everything. That's why they're setting up cameras all across the world, and, face recognition cameras. Also, they're going to have all this stuff going to be dealing with these drone analysis. They're going to be, constantly doing analysis on everyone. They want to know where everyone at all given time, trying to be omnipresent like the Lord, but he's imagining the vein reporting and technology. So that technology, what is coming is this fourth industrial revolution. It's going to be dealing with AI, robotics, biometrics, digital IDs. A lot of these things are coming into play. And also the UN will be involved. So we already know that they are constantly putting these things together. They had that summit for the future, I think a couple of weeks ago, and already setting the stage for the NWO. Total control. And one thing about it that we seen this right before our eyes. So let's read in the NLT. It says, 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11 said, so that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes. And one thing about it, that's what the men of the Lord, the one that the Lord said he only revealed his secret to his servants, the prophets. So the Lord's constantly revealing his plans. He's constantly showing us, through the Spirit, what this evil wicked man is trying to do. The wicked that the Bible speaks of, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked, but only for a short season. When you go to Job chapter 9 and verse 24, so we knowing that we're here, this man is trying to devise his evil scheme. He's imagining a vain thing. So now let's go here to Psalm chapter 64. Then I got one quick video. We get it in a minute. Let's see here. Psalms chapter 64 and verse 5. Let's go here. Psalm chapter 64. Psalm chapter 64 and verse, let's go here. Start at verse 5. It says here, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune and lay snare pervertly. They say, who shall see them? So that's exactly what they're doing. They constantly, devising these evil plans. They're constantly encouraging themselves in a evil matter. We've seen it left and right. These global elites, these Bilderberg, I think Bilderberg meetings. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. So we're seeing that these things they're constantly putting into place. Let's read in NLT. Say they encourage each other to do evil and plan how to set their traps in secret. Who will ever notice they act. So one thing about it, the Lord would know, the men of the Lord would know, So, hey, man, the Lord is constantly making Esau barren bad. Also, the shameful spirit is upon his glory. So we see in the left and right, he's constantly rolling out his plan, total control, Also, depopulation, a lot of things that they're constantly trying to put into play, but we're not ignorant of Satan's devices once again. Verse 6, they search out iniquity. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. So that's exactly what they're doing. They constantly doing a diligent search. They constantly, thinking that they're going to rule forever. Their inward thought thinking that they will rule forever. One thing about it, that this man is getting ready to go down, and we cannot wait. Let's read it in NLT, verse 6. Psalm chapter 64, verse 6 in the NLT, the blue letter. It said, as they plot their crime, they say, we have devised the perfect plan. Yes, the human heart and mind are cunning. And one thing about when you go into that word heart, go into Allah, talking about your mind, your mindset. You know what I'm saying? This man's mindset, his agenda, his plot is very cunning, very very deceptive, very dark. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, that we know that we're here, this man is doing it right before our eyes. So we know we're coming upon these elections. Things are constantly picking up. All hell is getting ready to break loose. And one thing about it, we seeing everything that this man is doing through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua. So I see here. Let's go here now. Let's get this quick video. So this is the plan that he's constantly devising. And also this is what Biden said back, I think a couple of years back. I think it was 2020, 16, 2017, somewhere up in there. But anyway, it's talking about this biometric system that they're getting ready to put into place. So we're not ignorant of his device. He's trying to get that advantage. Let's get this one quick video. One moment.
We will finally complete the biometric entry-exit visa tracking system, which we need desperately. For years, Congress has required biometric entry-exit visa tracking systems, but it has never been completed. The politicians are all talk, no action, never happens. In my administration, we will ensure that this system is in place. And I will tell you, it will be on land, it will be on sea, it will be in air. We will have a proper tracking system.
So we seeing right there, that is the plan. And one thing about it, we already know was once Trump get in, he's going to roll it out. He already telling you the plan. And a lot of our people right now, they getting ready to wake up to a rude awakening. A lot of people talking about Trump. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. No matter who gets in, this place is getting ready to be totally destroyed. We constantly warn you. So now let's go here to 2 Ezra chapter 15. We're going straight to the point. So you seeing right now, these people will not be allowed they won't be allowed to get any type of aid or any type of assistance if they do not take this biometric, this new system that they're putting into play. They're saying it's biometric, but it's going to lead to that grain of rice. And man, this is spot on. So let's start here. Let's go straight to the point right here. Let's go right here to 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 17. Say, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because of what these concentration camps, what they're requiring from you, biometrics, this implant. Try to put it in simpler terms. So you understanding, seeing what this man is rolling out. Also, it's getting ready to come to America. His face gonna be done with face recognition, biometrics, your social credit scores, also universal high income. Is all these things are coming into play. We seeing that the system is here, the plan is in place, the agenda is here. They're getting ready to roll it out. Revelation chapter 13. You will not be able to buy or sell or get any type of assistance, any type of aid, food, water, anything. Dealing with everything. Your lifestyle is getting ready to change. This place is getting ready to be a third world country. They're getting ready to set up these checkpoints, these lockdowns. There's martial law, because one thing about it, they constantly, setting the stage. One thing about it is beast system is coming into place left and right. 5G, 6G, technology, dealing with AI, transhumanism, the biometrics, these things. They get ready to make you a walking device. So let's read this once again. In 2 Peter chapter 15 and verse 17 says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And so we already seen it in that first clip. It said that, the U.S. authorized CIA mercenaries to run biometrics, concentration camps in Gaza Strip. So this is spot on. And one thing about it, you don't have that biometrics imprint or implant. Put it this way, you will not get humanitarian aid. That's exactly what they're going to do here. Force you in a chokehold. A lot of people going to trust in the strength of Egypt. You will not. A man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able because of what? These checkpoints, these lock points, these concentration camps, these quarantine stations, these chipping stations, and also it's going to lead straight to that what? If you refuse, it's going to lead to what? These firing squads going to lead to these what? Guillotine. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people get ready to make a decision. The Lord, he said, we shall be tried as gold is tried in the fire. So we get ready to come upon this time, through much tribulation. Ye shall enter the kingdom of heaven that dwells in righteousness. So now we're very close. Let's get our last and final script. Let's go here. Just a quick lesson through the Spirit. Let's go here to Psalm chapter 7. Psalm chapter 7 and we started at verse 14. Psalm chapter 7, and we'll start up at verse 17. Let me highlight this right quick, one moment. And we seeing right now this man is constantly moving at a fast pace because he knowing that his time is very, very short. He's getting ready to come down with great wrath. We constantly warn you left and right. We probably get that in a minute too. It says here, Psalm chapter 7 and verse 14 says, behold, he travaileth with iniquity and has conceived mischief and brought forth falsehood. Who is that? You know what I'm saying? AKA the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of, and so he's travailing with iniquity. He's the border of wickedness. Death and hell follow this man everywhere he go, but the Lord's getting ready to cut him off forever. We cannot wait. Verse 15, he made a pit and digged it and is falling into the ditch which he made. Hey man, this is something. So right now he's dealing that pit, that evil net. This what you call this NWO, trying to say it in a cleaner way. This total control. And one thing about it, so right now he's digging that ditch. But one thing about it, he's getting ready to fall into that ditch. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, he's getting ready to fall upon his own head through the spirit of power. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. So we already know that right now he's in for a rude awakening. Let's read this once again. It says Psalm chapter 7 and verse 15 says, he made a pit and digged it, and is falling into the ditch which he made. That through the spirit of power, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, his hands will not be able to perform his enterprise. Verse 16 said his mischief shall return upon his own head. Exactly what's getting ready to happen. And his violence dealing shall come down upon his own plate. So through the spirit of power, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, the Lord is getting ready to cut this man off. And one thing about the Lord said, he will let until he be taken out the way. So that's exactly what's getting ready to happen. This man is getting ready to be taken out the way, very soon. And one thing about it, we knowing that the Lord is getting ready to show up with great glory and great power. And also we knowing that our salvation is at the door. So these prophecies are speaking loud and clear. Revelation chapter 13 is jumping off the pages. And one thing about it, we knowing that he's got to come with it. And it's saying that this could go down. A lot of these things could go down before the election. And also said that Israel is saying that they're getting ready to attack Iran before the election. So it's a possibility, but we're going to measure the time diligently. It could be a possibility. It may not be no election, but we already know that civil war is coming. We know that all hell is getting ready to break loose. We already knowing that, this grain of rice, this RFD microchip, which in fact is the mark of the beast, is fast approaching. It is here. It is at the door. So one thing about it, the men of the Lord, we're constantly warning you left and right of these impending dangers, whether you will hear or whether you will forbear. So the title of the day lesson, once again, is Watchman Report, U.S. authorized biometric camps in Gaza Strip. So I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Ba'ashim, Rekah Kwadash. I like to say, Shalom, Shalom.